Micro Pros, well that's probably correct. Hello the internet, IkiFoo here, and I'm here to do a Let's Play for you. Now the reason I'm doing this is, well, there's multiple reasons. One, I friggin' love XCOM, and two, the relatively recent release, by my standards anyway. I'm like a month behind with everything, except this has been out for like 2 or 3 months. Anyway, the recently released open XCOM. Previously, if you wanted to play this on your PC type device, you had to mess around with DOSBox or get the notoriously buggy Windows version working. This just takes the game files and says, hey, you're on a computer? Yep, let's do this. And they have done a hell of a good job. I mean, I'm not going to get all total biscuit on you by going through every single option, but I'll give you a little taste of the niceties they've added. And yes, that's not the correct resolution for HD streaming, but the original ran in 320 by 200. If you're scaling up, that is correct. That's like 4 times. So it means that none of the text gets weirdly skewed or stretched or anything like that. And that filter's just so I can pick it up when I'm recording. Now, audio is a bit interesting. In fact, I'm going to turn that up just a touch. Not only do you get to pick, I assume, the patch version for sound effects, but you can choose the format in which your music comes in. And that means you can just open a folder and dump a load of audio files in there. Say from the soundtrack of the PlayStation version. Just a thought, that's a possibility. Because the PlayStation version, whilst being horrible to play and cost you like an entire memory card of space to save, it did have some lovely arranged music. So I can play the PC version with the PlayStation music. That's like all I wanted in life. And rebindable keys. There you go, TB, you're welcome. And just, oh, you know, this is just far more than I could have ever asked for. I mean, just the fact that the mouse wheel works, I mean, my god. Quality of life enhancements, I believe they called it. And some mods as well. I'll have to get into that, see what can be changed. Anyway. Now, is there going to be anything different with this Let's Play? Yes, a little bit. I'm going to wimp out and go in beginner mode. Not that you would have had a choice anyway, playing the original version. I think it locked you into one difficulty mode. I can't remember if it was the very lowest or the very highest. And when I ran my Games Trivia Twitter account, I got it wrong, whichever one it was. And I got pulled up for that. So it was either, no matter what you picked, it went to Superhuman, or no matter what you picked, it went to Beginner. So beginner is going to be it. And I could put on Iron Man, but I would be in less control of when I can save. I'm not going to save scum or anything, it's just for LP purposes. Okay, so right away you can see a difference, because originally, I can't go to the options right now, but originally it was about half this resolution. And it's just quite nice to be able to scale it up a little bit. Thank you, Open XCOM. You like us, and we like you. So, putting in the base, I'm going to be horribly unimaginative and put my African base in Africa and call it Africa. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Now, is there anything different about this Let's Play? A little bit. Now, this was inspired by 50 Shades of Fandom, also known as Jesse on YouTube, who's doing a Nuzlocke Pokemon Silver playthrough just now. Nobody's died yet, as far as I know. I think I'm at episode 22, something like that. But it made me think about something I never did, which apparently a lot of people did when they played XCOM back in the day, which was rename their soldiers. And frankly, I didn't know you could do that. I had no idea, so I never did it myself. Only found out when people started doing it in the 2012 game. So, Jessie goes first. She did literally volunteer as tribute, because I did point out if I ever did this it would be entirely her fault. So, we've got our first one. Anyway, I'm a bit nervous about doing this because with Pokemon, yeah, fair enough, you've not got that same kind of danger when you're playing it normally. And the whole point is that to make it dangerous and to get you attached to your Pokemon, because you have to name all of them, and therefore you get attached in that way. XCOM's kind of a meat grinder, especially at the beginning. And it's not that much different in the 2012 version. I got my girlfriend killed twice. She wasn't pleased about it, I'll be honest. So we're not going to... we're not going to put her in. For one thing, I'm not sure she would be entirely happy being named in this. Just for privacy reasons, you know. Who else can I put in here? I forget exactly how you spell his name. I think it's with an H. I don't know if I'll fit all this in here actually. I did! Oh, what do you know? Who else would somewhat appreciate being in here? Well, I don't even actually care, but actually, wrong way around. I'm afraid most of this episode is just going to be me setting up, quite frankly. And there's another slight disadvantage to doing this because you get told your gender in Pokemon. I have no idea what these genders are, so for some of them we might just have to pretend that they're very feminine men. Where am I at just now? Just because he sprung to mind, which hurts. Why not? I'm going to be so embarrassed if this turns out to be a man. But if you've watched Jesse's one, you might notice I'm using a lot of the same names. It just happens to be I watch many of the same YouTubers. That's how it works. Representing the UK there. Gee, right, it's got to be a male. Oh, male. Yeah, a couple of Geek and Sundry in there. Nothing to do with the fact that my brother is on there. Absolutely none at all. And there we go. We have got our squad. Interesting new addition for the Open XCOM release. You can get your memorial, what was put into the 2012 version. This is just going to depress me, quite frankly. Okay, so, going to set up. That'll go down there. Want my large radar system, even though half of it's just gone out to sea. More living quarters, yes. More lab, definitely yes. As the lab is for researching alien artifacts you find. And, since I've put in alien containment, eventually I will be able to research aliens that I capture. And first thing I do whenever I start an XCOM game is to purchase all the scientists that I can. So we'll... there we go. Wait. Did I? Yes, I've sent one out. Okay, cool. Kind of a fatter one. Just put it on aggressive attacks so that it can actually use the cannons. Ah, crash landed. We know what that means. That means I skip time ahead until... oh dear, that's not what I expected to happen. So I'll shoot him down as well, if he even survives the missile block. I just recently managed to destroy... it happened again! I was about to say I just recently managed to destroy one of those on the first hit. And not to sound whole, this is my first Let's Play and first time and everything, but I'm sorry, this never happened to me before. I didn't actually set up my squad before I set off, so... slight problem in that some of these people will have pistols, but one of them will have... that's a bit weird. Forgot to get the ammo. Okay, now I've left the battlescape in normal resolution, unlike the geoscape, which I put up to 2 times which means you can see more of what's going on. For some reason, if I was to do it in the battlescape, I'd feel like it was cheating, and I don't exactly know why, but that is my thinkings. I promise if anybody dies here, I will get very choked up, because I'll probably have developed a horrible cough right about the same time. And our first aliens, first death, Akeem. Sorry bro, I had so many impressions planned, but it's just not gonna happen now. See, that's what I meant by XCOM being a bit of a meat grinder. Holy crap. Janet, you're doing well for yourself. Most soldiers cannot shoot that well straight out of the box. I assume all the soldiers come in a box. And Scott not doing bad for himself either. Well done, Bumface. Okay. Also, I'm taking an absolutely horrible tactic and just throwing everybody out there, but... Oh, we knew this was going to happen. It's XCOM, for goodness sake. Right. So, despite being the first one on the meat grinder list, and by the first one I mean the first female I spotted that I could name, Jessie didn't do too bad for herself. Just, I'm sorry, Akeem. This is kind of a depressing start to this, quite frankly, but it's, again, it's XCOM. What the hell do you expect? So, that's probably a good place to leave there. I've introduced everyone. I've killed one of them off. I am in fact Joss Whedon in disguise. I thought you should know. But my rating is okay. Some alien artifacts recovered. One dead, obviously. 4 corpses, and... Did I kill 2? Yeah, I killed 2 aliens. So there we go. Not a bad start. And Scott gets promoted? Just because he got first kill? Okay, well done, Bumface. Okay. So I will save that there. There we go. That should tide us over until next time. Okie doke. Bye.